Welcome to Miss Martin Muses. Welcome to Miss Martin Muses, where we muse upon what makes me laugh, makes me cry, makes me happy, makes me sad, or just really ticks me off. Well, today, it's definitely something that makes me happy and makes me laugh. I don't know if I'm going to be ticked off, though. It'll depend on what choices we have, even though, as I say, that this is a non-judgment zone. Oh my gosh, something just went off with sound. In any case, well, okay, we've already boomered it. Welcome to Miss Martin Muses. Let's welcome the ladies first. Princess Rennie.
Hey, Teresa. Hey, OG and Stieg. Very nice to be here with you guys talking about fun stuff like Christmas movies. So I'm really excited about tonight.
Yay! And the original OG Star Wars.
Hello, everyone, and thank you again for having me on. And, tis the season to be jolly and go through these movies, and I'm excited to share as well. So thank you for inviting me.
Yay! Well, I'm glad you could make it. And all the way from Norway and from the future, the man, the legend, Steve Kenobi.
Hi. Hello there.
Hello
Merry
there.
Fucking Christmas.
Oh, we have a Scrooge in the house. But he should be happier. If you follow him on Twitter, you know that he finally figured out how to
You know
fix
what?
his Xbox.
My Twitter is actually more positive than most because I post all kinds of fantasy pictures and wishing people a good day. And only time I'm negative is when I'm calling dumbasses a dumbass.
There you go.
That is true.
The truth, though, huh? You're just speaking the truth.
So technically, it's more joyous than most.
Okay.
I would agree. And to be fair, most of the people are dumbasses that you call dumbasses. I mean, really.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it if
agree.
it wasn't true.
Yeah. That's why I think everyone panics when you do say something like that, because they know, fuck, he wouldn't be saying it if it wasn't true. Oh, I said the F-bomb already.
Oh my God, that must mean I am a dumbass.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, before we get going with our insanity, let's start with welcoming our chat. We have Soul Assassin. Thank you here. Modding for us. We also have Dan Blackroyd also modding. We have Mr. Brown Alliance. Well, thank you. Welcome, Miss Martin Muses. Soul Assassin, short and sweet and to the point, Steve. LOL. Yes.
I
indeed.
wouldn't say it was particularly sweet, though. It was just short.
Just blunt. Yeah.
Blunt like his ancestors. We have Soul Assassin. Oh, wait, we already said Soul Assassin. Oh, I'm sorry. It is Shane Nolan saying hi to everyone. Steve Kenobi, OG Star Wars, Princess Randy, the Priceless, and Teresa, last but not least. There is an elf in the house. It is Lady Toriel. Great to see you, Lady Toriel.
Hello, elf.
Yes.
Toriel.
Yay, we love Lady Toriel here. Everyone is saying hello to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Toriel, I've made her an addict. I got her to read the R.A. Salvatore books about the Dritz, the dark elf, and she is addicted.
Ah.
There you go. Be careful. Steve will turn you into an addict. That's not good.
Well, here's the thing. I found a clip of Henry Cavill praising the books I got Teresa to read.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Raymond Feist books.
Nice.
Henry Cavill was sitting there on a video saying, yeah, if you want to read fantasy, anything but Raymond Feist, anything by Raymond Feist is excellent.
Yes.
I was like, told you so.
Yes, you did. Well, it was most triumphant because he said it without missing a beat. We will probably be at sometime discussing the works of Raymond Feist. I am right in the middle of them, and I love them. But today it is Christmas cheer. Ho, hi, ho, 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 all sorts of things in the chat. I am going to roll for who gets to go first, except I never get to go first. So, yeah, we're fuck. Oh, pardon me. Oh my, I'm messing up.
Good grief.
Like
And during Christmas, too.
Well, technically, it's not Christmas. Actually, we're still in Advent, which is a time for repentance. So I'll repent. Hello, Ara. It is
people, this is like how she sounds on when we play Conan D&D. When she goes to roll, she is quite animated.
Yes, I do curse when I have my dice not cooperate. I rolled the dice and then I picked it up before I could actually see what it rolled. So let's try this again. Roll. Be careful as I pick it up. And it is none other than Rennie. Rennie, you are going to start today. So, Princess,
Sweet.
the dice favored you. So, what, pray tell, is your first movie that you want to do? I love you, chat. What is it, Rennie?
Okay. Well, I know this is going to be a real shocker for you guys, but my all-time favorite Christmas movie is Elf with Will Ferrell and James Caan.
There you go.
Elf.
Such a fun, positive movie. Yeah, it's got a little hint of sadness to it, but for the most part, it's one of those movies that you can put in and just have a feel good time because, like, Buddy the Elf is so naive and so silly, and he looks at the world with child's eyes because he was raised as an elf, but he's actually human. And yeah, all the mischief he gets into is just so cute and nonsensical, but I can't help but to laugh and giggle and go, oh my gosh, this is so silly, but I just love it. So all-time favorite Christmas movie for me, and I can watch it pretty much all season long. I know that's really sad, but I love it.
Nothing sad about it at all. In our family, we actually watch that every year. It's a family tradition to do that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. There are so many heartfelt things in there. The premise is this elf was accidentally kidnapped by Santa because he crawled into the Santa sack when he was at an orphanage, and he comes back to find his real dad in New York, and it's really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has to go through the what is it, the gumdrop
yeah, the sea of this and the whatever, the force of gumdrops.
And then like Honey King for, I don't know, it was, but it's really cute. What about how they eat their food, like their 4 staples or 7 staples of food?
Yeah, all the sugar.
Yeah,
like putting maple syrup on spaghetti. I'm just like, no, I can't.
Oh, I know, that is so disgusting. Well, and he, with his stepbrother rather, there's this one part where they're done eating and he's drinking this whole thing of Coke, and then he burps like for 50 years. It's so disgusting. Oh, gosh darn it, yes.
I like when he drinks the coffee thinking that it's hot chocolate. He's like, oh,
yeah,
hot chocolate's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's because it's coffee.
Yeah. And one of the people that he meets is some very hot chick playing an elf in a department store, who's the one from New Girl.
Lady Toriel.
Yeah, and he's like, I feel so funny when I talk to her.
And then he he doesn't really stalk her, but he spends the night in the department store and hears her singing in the shower and decides to join her in chorus and scares the living crap out of her. So
yeah, because he's so innocent, he doesn't realize that
she's
being
naked
with a naked woman, is
exactly.
creepy, especially in New York.
Yeah, because everybody tells him, like, because he's dressed up, so goofy to them. They're like, why don't you just go to Gimbel's, where all the big Christmas stuff is? So that's where he winds up working, but he just doesn't really work there. He just winds up volunteering his services.
Because he's dressed as an elf and everyone else is an elf in there.
Yeah.
Shane Nolan, this is the world's greatest cup of coffee. Yes. My personal favorite moment that kills me every time is when Peter Dinklage shows up as this really badass writer, almost like a script doctor or a ghostwriter. and and Buddy gets so excited because he thinks he's an elf, and he keeps calling him an elf. And Peter Dinklage's character is like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And he's like, "Do you know Santa? And what, you know, have you said hi to Santa lately?" So it sounds like he's being a jerk. And then he gets madder, and I was like, "Just keep going, just keep going." He's like, "I bet you when you work with the elves, you do this." And then finally he goes, "Call me elf one more time." And,
Yes, that was amazing.
and then he goes, "Elf." And Peter Dinklage goes and starts kicking the shit out of him.
He's an angry elf.
Yeah, he's an oh yeah, that was it. He's an angry elf.
Yeah, you totally feed the fire with that, wouldn't you?
Exactly.
And then he's like,
One angry elf.
he's like, he must be one of those South Pole elves. Yep. Oh, and this is one of those other great moments. Dinklage sits in a throne of lies. I think Soul Assassin is referring, of course, to Game of Thrones and him with the Throne of Lies character, but there's a great Throne of Lies moment in this. I don't know, Rennie, if you wanted to talk about that
where
great
there
moment.
was a department store Santa, and he gets all excited. Santa, I know him. And he shows up. Who is it? What's his name? I forget the comedian's name, but like he's sitting in the chair, and he's like, "You sit on a throne of lies." He's like, "Look, buddy."
Yeah.
So
And then, oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, you're fine. They asked him if he got fired. He's like, "Yeah, they also gave me a restraining order."
Yeah.
I forgot about that too.
Yeah, because he started a fight and he rips off Santa's fake beard and waves it in the air. It's like, "See, he's a fraud, and all the kids start screaming.
It's so great.
It's so awesome. I love Elf. As you notice, we have a silent, not Elf, in the top corner, Steve, because he has not seen this, if I'm correct.
Really?
I've seen a little bit, but I didn't wish to continue.
Why not? It's so cute.
Yeah.
I hate Will Ferrell in everything that isn't Step Brothers. I like Step Brothers.
Yeah.
That's
Have you ever seen The Other Guys? It's pretty funny in that one.
Yeah, it's his face. I want to punch him.
Oh boy. I somehow am not surprised because I don't think that Steeg's kind of humor. Ancient One is here. Hello, Miss Martin Muses, Steeg, the Avatar Squirrel, Steeg Kenobi, OG Star Wars, Princess Renee Soul Assassin, and everyone. Hello, and hello, the lovely Cherie who has come in. A few others have come in. Oh, we have Timon Flip in the house. Hello, all the way from the South Pole. Close to the South Pole, rather, a lot closer than we are. Jack Lumen, thank you. Just got home. Thank you for being here. Dan Blackwood says, "I like the doctor scene with Khan and Favreau starting to break character as Will Ferrell starts screaming." Yes, they you could see them. They were like biting their lips and all that.
I mean, how can you keep a straight face? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, and welcome everyone that is here and everyone that is going to be coming in on the rewatch. I think I got everyone. If I did not, I sincerely apologize. I will catch you later. We have Mary McCheese. Hello. We have Bobby Campbell, aka the Oracle. Well, welcome to Miss Martin Muses. Shane Nolan says Will Ferrell acceptance speech at the Mark Twain Award for his wit. And is hilarious. Insulting his wife for a joke. Wait, oh, you mean acceptance speech? I hate autocorrect. Jenny Doug says, "I feel that way about Adam Sandler and Jim Carrey. I like a few of their movies, but not many."
Oh, I like Adam Sandler. I do.
Yeah, I like Adam Sandler in almost everything.
Yeah.
I like him way more than I like Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, Jim Carrey is creepy.
He's gone a little weird. Yeah.
I agree. And with the Elf, what I liked is like towards the end when everybody starts losing hope and we see Santa trying to lift his sleigh, and stuff, and all that's based upon hope, and people's belief and stuff. And as they started coming out and started singing and realizing that they need more Christmas cheer and love out there into the universe, and which helps Santa lift off and complete his mission. That's what I really like about that, because that's how I see Christmas as, and the mythos of Christmas and all that. No matter how you celebrate, it's always about that hope. It's always about giving. It's all about love and all that, this time of year. So
exactly. And
very well said.
One of my funniest parts was when the kid had Santa's sleigh. He was talking with the anchor lady, and she's like, "Oh, well, then what do I want for Christmas?" And she's like, "He wants her boyfriend to propose to her because he needs to do it already," or something like that.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh."
Yeah, and then there's all these conspiracy theorists that they've seen Santa, and it looks like it's the Yeti, and actually everything in that movie is so funny. Oh, Dan Blackbird has a revelation. I think the real reason Steve doesn't like him is Will Ferrell is married to a Swedish woman.
Oh
my!
Didn't know that, but
now he hates him more.
Yeah.
He's like, now I have more venom to
now
put
he's got more ammunition.
Exactly.
More ammunition.
Yeah, it's like he was onto something. There is something
oh my gosh.
Oh, dear.
I mean, if you sleep with a Swede, you're a degenerate.
Oh my gosh, Steve.
Wow.
Unless you're sleeping with the dude from Rocky 4. That's okay in my humble
Yeah,
opinion.
I'm not going to sleep with him either.
Well, I know you won't, but I will.
Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, he's still
Yeah,
pretty built
heck
for
yes.
being in his 60s. Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
Cut.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's one of the old men I would. I'll just say that. Yeah, he's definitely on that list.
And he's an MIT graduate. He's a what is it? A
Oh.
mechanical engineer? Or is it a
Precisely.
chemical engineer? Yeah. Smarts
Yeah,
are sexy,
chemical.
people.
Yeah. So,
Chemical
anything
engineer.
else? Any other last thoughts, Rennie, that you have on your movie Elf?
Like I said, it's just one of those that it always makes you feel good. You can watch it, and then when it's over, it's like, oh, I love the whole dynamic. How he like my favorite base concept of it, aside from Buddy's just childlike ignorance, is the fact that he warms his real father's heart. He goes to find his real father, he gets rejected. He thinks this is a big joke, that he's just like not a kissogram, but like a little, striptease, but not really, just to sing him Merry Christmas. And it's like, oh, this guy really thinks he's my kid. What a joke. Finds out he's his kid. And then eventually warms up to it, because, even his half brother realizes that Buddy is, a good person and, worthy of, being in their hearts, or, and so finally at the end, when his real father quits his job just to find Buddy, because he felt bad about the fact that he actually hurt his son, and that he was willing to bring him into his life. I think that was really, really sweet. So
yeah, and his adoptive father also became part of the extended family. With his new family, with his stepbrother and all. It was just so beautiful.
Yeah, and then like Jovi, the girl elf, like, thinking he's this weird, creepy guy, just realizing, no, he's just this innocent guy that's never really lived in the real world. So, he's learning as he's going. So they made a cute couple.
Oh, it was perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, and before we go on to the next one, as we transition out, we have some hot fighting words from Soul Assassin. Drago would beat Faramir.
Hell no.
No, he wouldn't, because Faramir has a bow and arrow.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, he just shoot him.
Drago has boxing gloves.
Yeah. Now face-to-face combat, maybe?
No, but I like what Steeg says, because it means Faramir definitely wins. It would be like that scene in Indiana Jones. Alrighty, well, let's roll for who goes next. It is Alora. Alora, you are next on Miss Martin Muses.
This is rigged.
It is not. It rolled.
Well, but I will boost your ego, like out of the guest panelists, save the best for last. How do you like those?
Oh, well, there you go. You see,
That makes perfect sense. Thank you.
Yeah, no fault.
Oh my.
All right. So I'm
So
gonna
what is
go. So we do get two. So I'm gonna go with one that's more controversial or maybe more adult theme, but I like Bad Santa.
Oh.
Damn it.
I'm sorry I'm sorry the ice was not in your favor.
That was on my list. I'll find something else.
I mean, they have Bad Earth Santa and Bad Santa too.
Yeah, Bad Santa too. But yeah, so then I can't wait to hear what you like about this as I go with further on with this. So I really like this because you have Mr. Willie Stokes, who is basically a convicted con, who basically only works one time a year as Santa, and how he's influenced by a little helper, Marcus, who basically is in a bad home situation himself. And I like how they go from, being these con artists and stealing to coming out of into hope of like realizing that he needs to straighten up for this young boy who is doesn't have that much support at home. So it's almost like, like that going from the bad to the good, like how you see Christmas movies do, and the change of heart, even though, Willie, still still is still set in his ways and stuff. And yeah, so that's like in short what I like about that. I also like that Billy Bob Thornton, how he plays the character and how well he portrays him. And I like, and God rest in peace, Bernie Mac. He's also fabulous in the movie. Yeah, so, and I also like it that it's an adult movie where you can go in and and have fun. And I wouldn't say relate to, unless you're a con artist or whatever, but you can relate to, like, some things in it, like with being there for someone that needs you and stuff. So I mean, I just turned it all in something bad or something that's controversial to something good. That's
Yeah.
So, and I think I think it's fun. I think it's fun. It's not the typical Christmas movie, and and it does have its adult scenes, and that's why I say it's not typical and it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely not
one
for
of
the
those
kids.
really large women had slept with Billy Bob Thornton, and she said she was pissed at him because after that she couldn't shit straight for a week.
Oh boy.
That's what she said.
Oh,
That made me that made me grin a bit. I thought that
I
was
bet
funny.
it did.
Steve, why?
It's in
I like to hear what you have to say, and then he's like, "And guess what?"
yeah, it's in the movie.
Yeah, that's right. I know.
Oh, that's
He
disgusting.
he wants to sleep with really big women,
Mhm.
except for the one that has a thing for Santa Claus.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, TMI says Soul Assassin. And Dan, Dan Blackbird says Tony Cox from Bad Santa was an Ewok.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Mhm.
also in Willow. He plays one
Mhm.
of the
He is.
Nelwyn warriors,
Mhm. Yeah.
and he is in Me, Myself, and Irene.
Yeah.
He's the guy who steals Jim Carrey's wife.
Yeah. And then they have a
And
kid. She has a kid from him.
oh yeah, he has 3 kids that
Right.
are
Exactly.
black.
Yeah. And this movie also has John Ritter in it as well.
Oh,
And
Yeah, one of his final roles, I think.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like I said, it's not the classical Christmas movie. It is I think it's rated R, isn't it?
Yeah, I
yes,
used
I'm
to have
sure it
the
is.
unrated Bad Earth Santa. It's pretty
Yes.
bad.
And yeah, like I said, it's something that gets you out, it takes you out of the classical and into something a little bit more raunchy but fun, I guess you could say. And there's nothing wrong with raunchy fun.
No,
Not at all. And so that's my first choice right there.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah. So who has seen it besides Stig and I?
I've seen it. I
Mhm.
had a really hard time with it because I had Bad Earth Santa, so I
Oh,
never saw Bad Santa.
Okay.
oh
Um,
no, you need to watch the first one
Right, you do.
because you'll miss all the references.
Well,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bad Earth Santa is like the first one, but it's just like kind of like the director's cut, where it's like even
Mhm.
worse.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I thought it was the sequel.
No, there's a sequel called Bad Santa 2, I think, but Bad Earth Santa was just an extended version, and It was
I
really bad. So I had a really hard
I
time with it.
I did
I
see
need to
Batter.
watch that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard because Billy Bob Thornton just gives me the creeps. So
Oh,
it was really hard. Billy Bob Thornton, I don't know. I don't, and
he. Go ahead. Sorry.
no, it's just something about him. And I'm just like, I don't know. I had a very hard time watching it. And I felt bad for the kid. Like I always wanted something great to happen for the kid. And I was like,
Mhm.
that poor kid.
Yeah.
Aw.
But yeah, there were some really great funny moments in it.
Mhm.
But but it was just like I said, I think if I just didn't have such disdain for Billy Bob Thornton, I would have enjoyed it more.
Oh wow, he
Yeah.
played that role good though. I mean, he can play these crazy roles, and he played that role good. So, what is your disdain for Billy Bob Thornton? Then, I'm curious.
Just something about him just creeps me out so badly. I don't know if it was because of how he acted when he was with Angelina Jolie or whatever,
Uh-huh.
but there was just always something awkward and weird with him. So anytime I watch a movie with him, I'm like, I just can't. Like, I liked the movie that he was in with Bruce Willis, Bandits, but every time
Yeah.
he would hit the scene, I'm like, ugh, I don't
Oh
like this
wow.
guy. So
He
it's
just
just
does
something about him, you know?
He
Yeah.
gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
I will
Maybe
admit it.
that's why he plays this role so well. Then, because maybe that he that's just his personality,
Yeah,
or
could be.
something. And he probably could be one of the sweetest people in the world, too.
Yeah. And we could
You
just be jerks. Yeah.
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 I mean, could very well be. I'm kind of a jerk. I'm not gonna deny that.
Yeah.
Like, say, don't judge a book by its cover, but then when you like go with your instincts and how people make you feel, sometimes that's spot on as well.
Yeah.
True.
Right? So
right.
that's my first one, and like I said, it's unconventional. It gets raunchy. There are some good moments in there, and it goes into the classical kind of like turn things around in a way that Christmas movies do. And of
Mhm.
course, adults, content, which makes it even more fun, I guess you can say. And this is going to be like my two favorites for the show is going to be polar opposites. So I can't wait to get to my other one. So yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh, sweet.
that's cool and that's fun because like it gives us some diversity. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, we believe in diversity here at Miss Martin Muses. Real diversity. Speaking of real diversity, Steve Kenobi, what is one of your first picks?
Well, it was Bad Santa, but
That's why I said one of your first picks.
yeah. So I replaced it with Lethal Weapon.
Aha!
If Die Hard is a Christmas movie, then Lethal Weapon is too. It takes place during Christmas, and you could say it has a Christmas message because he doesn't kill himself at the end because
The message is
Murtaugh's
hope.
family takes him in, basically.
Yeah, it's in a way. Could you say, Steve, it's a Wonderful Life structure?
Oh.
Mm.
I mean, 'cause
No.
he starts out with him wanting to kill himself. Okay, I'm just saying he starts out with him wanting to kill
Well,
himself.
maybe, but yeah, Lethal Weapon starts with a hooker jumping from a building. Turns out she was already dead because someone had poisoned her because whatever, and because they wanted to blackmail her dad, and then it turns out there's mercenaries and shit, and Mel Gibson and Danny Glover has to deal with it, and they're probably the best on-screen chemistry I've ever seen because they just, I don't know, complete fit.
They complete each other.
Yeah.
Yes, and they're so much fun. Especially Murtaugh is my favorite.
I'm too old for this.
Yeah, and in every movie, something he's bought and paid for gets destroyed.
Oh, that's
You
so
know.
true.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Yeah, I mean he spends at least 2 movies working on that boat, and when the fourth one comes out, they've actually got it out into the ocean and it sinks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so true.
Wow.
Poor
Mhm.
Murtaugh.
Yeah,
Well,
and
his-
I would say this is the perfect buddy cop movie, and there's 4 movies and none of them are bad.
Mhm.
3 and 4 are not as good as 1, but they're still great. So arguably one of the few movie series that doesn't have a bad entry.
Hmm.
I, I well, I agree with 1 and 2. I haven't yet seen 3 and 4, but the scenes with the family are very heartwarming. That you can tell that Murtaugh, he genuinely loves his family, and they adopt the character of Mel Gibson. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
and well, this is in the second movie though, but the condom commercial scene is
yeah,
some of the best that has ever been in a movie.
yeah,
Because you have like Murtaugh's daughter is supposed to be on a commercial, and the whole family sits down to watch it, and
Oh
then it's
God.
like, oh yeah, it's a condom commercial, and the guy who's working on building his garage is behind them and says, "Oh, she was great. She made me want to buy condoms right away." And Murtaugh's like, get out. I have a gun.
yeah, yeah. But the movie, when it ends with the Christmas dinner, the Christmas miracle, if you will, that had already happened, and Mel Gibson gives to Murtaugh the bullet that he was planning to kill himself with.
Yeah,
That was very powerful.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I
and yeah, Murtaugh's his home gets trashed too near the end
that's
because
true.
Gary Busey drives through the wall with a car and shoots up the
Mhm.
place.
Yeah.
So even in the first one, some of his stuff gets ruined.
Yeah, it's an ongoing joke, and it's really
I think in one of the
heartwarming.
movies, Riggs is sleeping on the floor of the washroom.
Mhm.
Might be the third one. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, see, Nolan says Murtaugh's wife does his washing for him. Riggs adopted. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I love it, and I
So
love the way the
yeah,
daughter's in love with him.
Oh yeah.
yeah. In the fourth one, the daughter's pregnant with another cop who works with Murtaugh, and he's sucking up to Murtaugh, and Riggs tricks him into believing that the other cop is gay, and he's in love with Murtaugh. That's why he's sucking up.
Yeah.
Ugh. And little he knew, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
fun series. And the first movie is fantastic, 10 out of 10, and then has a Christmas message. I would argue.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, and it's set around Christmas time. There's Christmas trees in it. There's Christmas music throughout.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
actually, it starts with a Christmas song.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Even though the chick's like just got done jumping off of a building naked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good
You know.
boy.
Oh my. All right. Well, I was going to say any final thoughts, Steve, but I think you just kind of covered it there. So,
I
I.
covered it, unlike the hooker who jumped.
Oh, no.
Oh dear.
Oh, gosh. I tell you what, I have seen this movie over and over again. It is definitely has rewatchability, and it is. It's also, but I'm very excited about the new one. Where they're going to finish it up, and Mel Gibson is going to be the one bringing it to fruition since Richard Donner died. But he gave Mel his blessing, so I think it's going to be very
Aw.
good.
I saw a leak thing or a
Hmm.
synopsis.
Mhm.
It's basically Riggs and Murtaugh and the family, I think, are on vacation, driving a caravan thing,
Hmm.
and it's probably Murtaugh's because they forgot to put on the brakes, and it rolls down a hill, smashes into a house, and exposes someone making drugs.
Mm.
So
Mary,
seems legit.
yeah, I think that sounds awesome. It sounds like loads of fun. All right, well then I'm gonna go with my first pick. My first pick is the masterpiece, A Christmas Story.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
I love this movie. We watch this again every year with our family. We put it on TNT where it's on 24 hours and just continuously watch it. Oh my gosh. This whole story where little Ralphie, all he wants is a BB Rider gun, and his mom
Oh, that's right.
And his mom keeps saying, "You're gonna shoot your eye out." And so he gets into his idea, maybe I'll ask Santa, and then Santa tells him that, and his teacher tells him that. And it's just all the crazy crap that happens in this little town in Indiana, or was it Gary? And the dad is one of my favorite characters in that. He kept calling him the old man. And the furnace used to always be smoking, and you'd see him go down there, and you hear like hard like that sound like that, and then the narrator would go, "He was cursing up a curse of storm that still is hanging out over Chicago," or something. I mean, it was so funny. And then he wins a major award, which is a leg of a fishnet stocking leg, and his wife hates it so much, and it's so embarrassing. And then she goes and like knocks it over, and she's like, "Oh, it was an accident." He's like, "No, it wasn't. You've always hated this lamp." Oh gosh. And yeah, you'll shoot your eye out. You'll shoot your eye out. It killed me. And then the scene when they're changing the tire, and little Ralphie loses the nuts or whatever from the wheel, and he goes, "Oh, fudge." Then he goes, "But I didn't say fudge. I said the F dash 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 word." And his mother's like, "Ralphie!" And he's like, "Where did you hear that?" And he's like, "My old man says it all the time." But then he decided to tell out his friend, and then she gets on the phone. And she's like, "Your son said this word." And then you hear the mom going, "Ah!" and beating the crap out of the kid. And he's yelling, "What I do, Mom? What I do?" I love it. and then of course the ending of it is he does get the BB Rider gun because his father got it for him. And it was really sweet. But then he goes and he doesn't shoot his eye out, but it backfires and breaks his glasses, and he lied and said it was an icicle. And then the dogs eat the food, and they end up at a Chinese restaurant for Christmas. A scene that would never be allowed today.
Oh my God, no.
What about he gets his tongue stuck against the pole?
Oh yeah. I was gonna say, yeah. Before we get to the scene you can't talk about, yeah, I triple dog dare you,
right?
And he gets his tongue stuck to the pole, and then the fire department has to come. And then there's that weirdo kid when he's in line for Santa. He's all, "I like the Wizard of Oz. I like the Tin Man." And he's just like, "Leave me alone.
Was that a boy or a girl? I could never figure that out.
I think it was supposed to be a boy, but he was just a weirdo. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what that is.
He's all weird.
Yeah. And he has that little brother who was so stuffed up when the mom's putting the snowsuit on him.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I can't put my arms down." And she kept trying to put him down. They'd pop up. And she's like, "Put your arms down when you get to school." Yeah. But at the end, when they do end up with Christmas dinner at the restaurant, and they're trying to sing "Deck the Halls" at the Chinese restaurant, that scene would never be allowed. I'm really surprised they even allow this movie to still be shown without it being edited out. I won't do it because I'll probably get yeeted off everywhere and canceled, but I'll just say when they sing the fa la 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 part, it's a little bit controversial, if you will. It would be nowadays. And then the guy keeps going, "It's fa la 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 la," and then they go back and sing it incorrectly. And then they go and they have this bird, and he's like, "But it's staring at me," the dad, and then they take a machete and chop off the head. And I think in that scene, the mother really is breaking character, but they leave it in because she should be laughing and screaming and all that.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like our British alliance across the pond and in in outer space is going to bed. Thank you, Mr. Brown Lions. Thank you for being here. I'm doing story time. I love this movie so much.
Good night.
Good night. And okay, Soul Assassin is saying fa ra far ra. That is actually very well put. Yes. Hello, sort of poopus. We like our animals here at Miss Martin Muses. Soul Assassin says what might be the line of the evening. That weirdo kid grew up to be Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, I've said all of my things about it. OG or Princess Rennie, do you have any memories of this film?
Oh yeah, and you covered a lot of it, and like just like even that's why I mentioned too about the tongue being stuck on the ice on the pole. So this little boy did not, like everything a boy could do happened to him basically.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that. I like that scene where he finally has enough and he beats up that like bully, the redheaded kid. He just has it, and like he said, he was cussing and spitting like the whole freaking time, just would not shut up. They had to pry him off of him.
Yeah,
and he gets home, and his little brother's like crying and hiding under the sink. She's like, the mom's like, "What's the matter? Daddy's gonna kill Ralphie."
Yes, he thought he was gonna be killed.
Yeah, I thought it was so cute. He cared about his big brother, and he wound up breaking his glasses and had to get an old pair out and stuff. And I don't know, I just thought it was exactly. This is so cute,
and it was sweet. It was also a sweet moment because the mother covered for him.
Yeah.
See, moms are not all bad.
No.
Exactly. She probably knew that little deserved to get the crap beaten out of him.
Yeah.
So that's a Christmas story. That's my
ultimate. Oh, you left out the bunny suit though.
Oh yeah, the mother or the aunt rather.
Yeah.
It's like she always wanted to have a niece, and so she would make him wear this girl bunny thing with pajamas. And the dad's like, "It's a pink nightmare."
Yes.
I wouldn't even want to wear that as a girl. I mean, it's
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, now we swing back around to Rennie. Rennie, what is your second pick?
My second pick is, I know it's a little bit of a blockbuster, is Home Alone.
Yes. There you go.
I like the movie because it was one of my granny's favorites. She's now gone, but she was always a big fan of slapstick comedy, and so I got into slapstick comedy, and I just love the idea. Now something like that couldn't happen nowadays, of course, but it was semi-feasible. If a kid got left home alone, perhaps he could plot all this stuff. I don't know what kid would be smart enough to do something like that and set up a house full of mousetraps, so to speak. But I just like it because it's cute. It's got a lot of good humor, and I don't think that Macaulay Culkin knew some of the stuff that was coming out of his mouth at the time when he was making this movie. But
no.
It's really, really cute. And to me, like Joe Pesci, and what's the name of the guy that did the voice in The Wonder Years? That's his partner in crime. But like they really helped to bring the movie along as well, and I just absolutely loved it. I just felt bad because the mom goes through all this hell to try to get home before the rest of the family, and she makes it home 5 minutes before the rest of the family. Just like, oh man. But like seeing everything that Kevin goes through, not knowing if he's going to see his family again or not, goes, kind of has to grow up a little bit, but at the same time is able to protect himself. And man, he really eats pretty well. Did you see him eat all the junk food and ice cream and stuff? I'm like, I really want an ice cream sundae.
That's what you eat when you watch the movie.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I love whenever he plays that Angels with Filthy Souls movie,
Mhm.
and the pizza delivery guy delivers the pizza, and he's like, "Leave it on the doorstep and get the hell out of here." You know,
Yeah.
because as a kid, you don't want like an adult to know you're home by yourself. So yeah, it's pretty cute. I don't know if you could get away with it nowadays, but kind of a cute idea. But yeah, I absolutely love it. And
Well,
if
the snowplow guy, that's the real Christmas story in it, really.
what the
Mhm.
one that they
Oh, no.
think is a murderer, but not really a murderer.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
because that's where the Christmas message happens.
Yes.
absolutely.
Also, the movie, if it was released today, would get an R rating because the the Santa Claus guy,
Yeah.
he smokes. That's an R
Oh,
rating
that's true.
today.
You can't do that anymore.
No,
Mm. No, it's like a warning. It's like nudity. It's yeah.
yeah, someone
I-
inhales tobacco.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Steve, you're exactly right about that being the Christmas message. And when he goes to the church where the dude is, and the Christmas song that the choir is singing, written by John Williams,
Yes.
is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I can't believe they got him to score the movie. I'm like, this is a comedy. What is he doing scoring a comedy? It's so weird.
He's scoring what they pay him to score because he's a smart
Right.
man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
I
that
mean,
song rightly.
he scored The Last Jedi too. That was a comedy. Wasn't
Well, that
funny
was
though, but
nuts.
That was more of a dumpster fire, man.
Yeah. Well, that song was nominated for an Oscar, and it's still a beautiful song to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're right. That was like the Christmas miracle, if you will, Stieg, from this. But also the way that his family, they all realize that, yeah, they all are pains in the asses, the way siblings are with each other, but
Mhm.
they all still love each other.
Yeah.
I had the video game.
A Home Alone video game?
Yeah, you have a certain amount of time to set traps, and
Hmm.
then you have to like do a certain amount of damage to the wet bandits.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
So do you lose if you don't beat them up enough, or?
yeah. If they catch you, it's game over.
Mhm.
I would imagine so.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, oh, that's awesome. Okay. OG, what do you think about Home Alone?
I loved it. I haven't watched it in a while, but it was a movie that was fun to watch. And had great comedy in it, and overall, it was just something that I enjoyed watching when I was growing up. So
I would
that's
give
what
it
I
a 10 out of 10.
you think. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
Nice.
think any other remakes just doesn't add up to the first one.
No.
But that's how I feel a lot about a lot of movies. Like usually their sequels or whatever are not as up to par.
well,
So.
Absolutely.
the Home Alone 2 isn't bad though.
It's not bad, but I prefer 1 over 2.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Holy crud, though, Stieg, that is high praise coming from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lethal Weapon and Home Alone. Yeah, they're 10 out of 10s. I mean, they're
Nice.
completely succeeding at what they're trying to do. So that's a 10 out of 10, isn't it?
I
It's
guess you're right.
it's not Schindler's List or anything, but you can't compare it to that anyway.
No.
Oh yeah.
But as a Christmas comedy thing, yeah, it hits. It's a 10 out of 10.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Well, cool. Well, I'm glad you all have such good memories of it. I like the movie. I don't feel as strongly about it as you all do, but
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe I need to rewatch it and see if I see it with different eyes as a grown woman. I haven't watched it. Well, I haven't watched it from beginning to end, I think, since I was a teenager. So.
My dad likes Home Alone.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, keeps talking about it all the time.
Yeah.
He's a
Well-
huge fan of that movie.
I watch it every year.
Aw.
I have it on Blu-ray, so I will
Yeah.
be watching it before the end of the year.
Yay, because you fixed your Xbox.
That's right.
Yeah, plus I have a Blu-ray player too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I only have a Blu-ray player on my Xbox. All right. So I'm curious though, Steve. You usually don't like slapstick comedy, but you liked Home Alone.
Yeah, because this is like dark slapstick. I mean, the guy burns his head and stuff.
Oh, okay.
With a blowtorch. I
Like
mean,
as long as it's dark and there's something gruesome about it.
I grew up with the the old Tom and Jerry episodes.
Yeah.
They're like Home Alone. I mean, the
yeah.
cats should be dead.
That's true. Well, they all should. Yeah, they all should definitely be dead. Okay. Well, Princess Randy, any final thoughts about Home Alone before we move on to Alora's?
Not too much. Like I said, I love watching it like every year during the Christmas season, and it's got of course, some conflict where sometimes your family makes you want to really just run away from them because as Kevin says, I wish they'd all disappear. Like and then they do, but it's just happens.
And then you have to be careful what you wish for too, though.
Exactly. So he realizes how much he appreciates them. They realize how much they appreciate him. He gets to know the neighbor and realize, what, this is all speculation. This is actually a nice guy. So there's a lot of heartwarming stuff in there, and I think it sends a lot of good messages. So I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yay! And yes, the spider, but that's not okay. I hate spiders. I have arachnophobia for real. That's
seriously.
I like spiders. I don't mind them, but that scene was classic. That was amazing.
If I had a tarantula on my face, I would want to die.
Oh gosh, I would die. I just give up the ghost right there.
I don't like them either. They're kind of chewy.
I would totally pad me. I would lose the will to live if that ever happened.
You're like, I'm climbing out of this world.
Yeah, straight to the great beyond. So, Laura, what is your second pick?
Okay, so I'm going to go with a classic one, and it's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Like claymation.
Oh, nice.
So I told you I'm going on opposite spectrums here.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's like an old tradition, and I love that movie. I had to buy it on Blu-ray just in case they decide to edit it.
Yeah, I like the Island of Mischiefs. I like the adventure he goes on, and how it doesn't matter, and it's got that message in there. It doesn't matter who you are, you still belong in this world. There's still something for you to do or whatever, and so I like that. I like, what was his name? The snow bean, the Yeti little smoke bean. What was his name?
Yay!
Yeah, I really love him, but I forget his name now.
Oh,
anybody in chat?
He was the Abominable Snowman, wasn't he?
There we go. Yeah, Abominable Snowman. Yeah, him. And I was like, shit. I was like, remember him as the Yeti. But yeah, I love him. He's such a fun character as well. The overall message, the adventure that they go on. And him finding his own purpose and realizing that he does have his purpose and that he's not different. Like, even though he's different, there's still purpose, I guess you can say, is what I'm trying to say. And, being teased for his red nose and him feeling like an outcast and going to the island of outcasts and realizing his worth. And in the end, saving the day for Christmas. It's just a wonderful, heartwarming story.
Yeah.
You know what?
What's
there
that?
should be like a brown-nosed reindeer as well.
Oh,
Because when Santa stops a sled, right? If one of the reindeer in the middle doesn't stop at the same time as the others, you keep going and get a brown nose.
Oh man. Well, I always
that just happened right there.
Yeah. I saw a meme that talked about this though. Isn't it weird that they only appreciated and quit making fun of Rudolph when they realized they could use him? And Rudolph was perfectly fine with that. Like, he didn't say, F you, Santa, you all were making fun of me. You wouldn't let me play in your reindeer games.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just always wondered about that,
He took the high road. That's what he did. Literally, no. He took the high road on that, because anybody could say piss on you then. If you don't like me when you're laughing at me, then what am I worth to you now? You can, you could piss on delivering those things because I don't need you. Kind of deal. Yeah. They could have went down that way, but it didn't. Taking the high road, I guess you can say, was the moral of the story as well. And it's also a lesson that everybody can learn is, don't judge a book by its cover, because you never know the content.
Okay, there you go. Getting rid of my cynical mind here. Yeah.
Oh,
But also, he would want to
side
save.
note, I've eaten reindeer.
Oh yeah, so have I.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
good.
It is good stuff. I didn't eat Rudolph though, so as far as I know it.
I don't know who I ate, but
Did you eat Dasher or Dancer? Prancer or Vixen? Comet or Cube?
Or Donner or Blitzen.
Vixen, right.
Comet killed the dinosaurs, I believe.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Dan Blackbird, Rudolph was a mutant. Oh, and welcome, Anti-Derivative Joe. Welcome to Miss Martin Muses. We're a little bit insane.
If Rudolph lost his tail, he could just go to retail and get a new one.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, I guess Rudolph would have the greater good because their whole raison d'existence would be saving Christmas. So.
Mhm.
Oh, well, of course we know that Snortopupus Kubur, you eat reindeer. Right there, the reindeer are in your territory up there on
Yeah.
the icicle.
Reindeer is really good.
Yeah.
Oh, and Dan Blackbird says the 90s movie Prancer was pretty interesting.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Haven't even heard of it.
Yeah,
But
I don't recall. So
if he
sorry
says it's
about
good,
that.
it probably is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I'll be darned. Oh dear. Ancient One is accusing me of I forgot to take my rose medication this day. I said of some dude. Oh no, Miss Merton Muses is insane. Oh, I did say insane, didn't I? Yeah, well, I guess my rose medication would be those plant feed things that you stick into the flower pot, right?
Oh, the spikes?
Yeah.
Oh my
That give
gosh.
the nutrients.
Oh boy. Wow.
Oh, okay. Jingle all the way. His reindeer drank. Soul assassin. Oh my goodness. Oh well, yeah. There's something to be said about that, but that actually might come up. So I'm not sure. Well, wow. Anything else you want to say, OG?
Not really, other than that, that's just a classical. We try to watch it every single year with the family. And it's just some good-hearted fun, and it has some great messages in there. It keeps to the holiday joy, and the spirit as well. And and there's learning lessons in that, for everyone, and that's why I like that.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. And it is actually technically a TV movie, I guess you would say. It's only 30 minutes, isn't it? Or is it an hour? I'm
Isn't
not
it
sure.
like 45? I
think it's a
like 30 or
45 to an
45.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not long, but it's just right for the claymation movie that it is.
Oh,
Do you guys
yeah.
like how Santa goes from skinny to fat? I always thought that was hilarious.
Oh, yeah,
Skinny-
the wife.
Skinny Santa.
Yeah. How she has to fatten him up for the holidays because he has a persona to, show off.
Yeah.
The Dolly Santa,
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and I think someone mentioned earlier about that elf that wanted to be a dentist. Like, I want to be a dentist. He didn't want to make toys.
They all
That
laughed
would
at
make
him
him a
until they
tooth
needed
fairy, really.
dentist.
Oh,
dear.
Oh, good one. Yeah. But even the way he talked, I want to be a dentist. And I'm like, I'd be freaked out if I saw you be a dentist.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Whoever heard of a skinny Santa? Santa goes to Jenny Craig. Oh, skinny Santa, pathetic. Yeah. Now everyone's
Santa-
making fun of Santa.
Santa gets diabetes.
Well, yeah. Well, they all should be getting diabetes, especially if they all eat the way they did on Elf.
Oh my gosh, yes,
Mhm.
sugar all the time.
Right.
Yeah. I have a weird relationship with Rudolph because around this time of year, my clientele would start having big fights about whether Santa was real.
Oh
And
no.
so I once banned the discussion of Santa. And in true fashion, they found a way around it because then they would sit and start to debate if Rudolph was real. And I totally lost it. I said, we're not talking about Santa. We're not talking about Rudolph or the elves or anything. And, then that did put the end of it because I finally closed every single loophole.
Mhm.
And it's and that includes the tooth fairy.
We ain't talking about none of that shit.
Exactly. I'm shutting this shit down. But when I said, you know what, we are not allowed, we're just not arguing about Santa. No, not anymore. And then it's okay, but how about Rudolph? I heard some kids say, I was fuck. All right. Oh gosh. All right. So I think we've done that one to death. Rudolph. Oh, and anti-derivative Jill. Rudolph was invented by Macy's stores. Okay. Yeah. Wait, Soul Assassin. Rudolph is real, Teresa. If not, then who the hell was that reindeer I took my nephew to see? Yeah, St. Nicholas. Yeah, we've even already had St. Nicholas Day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and oh my gosh, especially if you're at a Catholic school where half the kids are Irish and the other half are German, and the other half or the third are of Hispanic origin, and all the German kids are like, St. Nicholas gave me candy in my shoe, and then you see these worried looks from all the other kids, and St. Nicholas didn't leave me anything. And you'd be like, fudge. When cultures collide. And it's maybe sometimes St. Nicholas just waits till the 25th. All right, let's go ahead and put Rudolph to bed and go back to the Viking. What is your second pick of the double pick?
Batman Returns.
Interesting.
There we go. Very unconventional ones.
Aren't I a good host? I'm trying to be like, Regis Philbin, how he used to always be nice. Well, tell me about it, Batman. Tell me about it, Steve.
Yeah, well, it takes place during Christmas. There's Christmas trees in it, and with the Penguin storyline, it's almost Charles Dickens-ish Christmas, because that one has a Christmas message, and yeah, it's a Christmas movie.
Huh.
I forgot it takes place during Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, they even killed the Miss Christmas lady. And there's a Christmas tree, Batman.
Yeah, I mean, I my mind's just blown a bit. I think I've heard you mention this before, but
yeah, I've heard him mention it before with his reasons.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It definitely has a Christmas message. Yeah, don't even if your kid's ugly, don't toss him in the sewer, because he'll grow up and be a supervillain.
Oh God.
And a derivative Jill says Charles Dickens if Oliver grew up to be a supervillain.
Yeah.
Please, sir, may I have some more? Well, I guess that would be a Christmas message. Don't throw your ugly kid into a river.
Boy.
Yeah.
Treat him like the baby Jesus and give him a blanket.
Because not every kid will be picked up by Willow.
That's true.
Oh boy.
Or if you're Moses, who got picked up by the Queen of Egypt. Or the sister.
That too.
Yeah. So you heard it here first.
Yeah, Batman Returns is a Christmas movie.
Okay, so who in the chat? I'm just going to do this. Who in the chat sees Batman Returns as a Christmas movie?
Yeah. Help us out here.
Who doesn't?
I knew he would.
Who doesn't see it as a Christmas? So, what's your guys' opinion? Because this is just like the Die Hard 2 or whatever that debate is about that being a Christmas movie as well. So, I think this falls right into that same.
Yeah. So, Mayor McChee says could be.
Laugh out loud.
Another message is from Anti-Derivative Jill. Also, don't throw your employee out the window or she'll become Catwoman.
Good one, Jill.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well, you would know Snortopoopus and penguins can be real bastards.
Bastards.
Okay, Soul Assassin is on your side, Stieg.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how about a message? What would the Christmas message be besides "Don't throw your kid in a river"?
That's
Well,
never-
you know, don't don't take revenge and all.
Don't take revenge and all.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
forgiveness.
Oh, forgiveness. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, Alfred is kind of Christmassy in this one.
Oh, yay. I
Yeah.
love Alfred.
Mm-hmm.
It's decorating the Christmas tree and
Yeah. Yeah, Ancient One makes a good point. It says Shane Batman Returns never came out in December of 1992. If it came out that month, it would actually be a Christmas movie for sure. You know, why not? I think they wanted it to be a summer blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If we go with that logic that every movie that comes out in December is a Christmas movie, then there are some Star Wars movies that are Christmas movies.
Oh no.
yeah, and you know what though?
What?
When it comes to Batman,
Uh-huh.
if it's snowy, it's always better because Batman plus snow, it makes Gotham look more gothic.
Mhm.
True.
You know, it's dark outside and it's snowy, and yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, Stieg, I will take your challenge when I get with the rest of my extended family. We'll watch it. We'll watch Batman Returns because the kids have been raised right by my sister. They are complete nerds, which is awesome. So I will say Aunt Teresa says, let's watch Batman Returns since it's a Christmas movie and see if it holds up.
Okay.
Yeah. Shane Nolan, I believe the last line is peace on earth and goodwill to all men. The end of Batman Returns is?
I think Alfred says something like that. I'm not sure if it's the last line, but it is towards the end of the movie when Bruce sees the cat kind of skipping along the road or whatever, and he goes to pick him up. Alfred says it somewhere in there.
Oh, you're right.
I vaguely remember.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen Batman Returns.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh. And you're right. I forgot he saved the kitty cat at the end. That alone makes
Yeah.
it a Christmas movie, damn it. Anyone that saves a kitten.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Well, I do love this movie. I think it is great. I thought it was fun. I saw it several times in the cinema. I thought that the score was great, that Danny
Oh,
Elfman
yeah.
expanded upon the themes and made it loads of fun.
I like it a lot better than the first one, even though I thought the first one was good. I mean, who would have thought Michael Keaton was going to be a good Batman? And he definitely exceeded my expectations.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
Speaking of, keep going, keep talking.
Okay.
I'm like, uh-oh.
You're
Brace
like, what's going on
yourselves,
here?
brace yourselves, kids.
Steak sucks.
Hello. Hi, Matt.
Speaking of penguins dumped in the sewer, here's Wilkins.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Matt. Oh, look at your baby.
She said say it again. Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas, sweetie. Hi.
Say hello.
Hi.
Say hey.
Hi.
Ready? You want to say hello? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm watching the girls on my own tonight, but
Oh no, that's okay. They're adorable. We
Yes,
you.
look at that.
yeah, we had
all
to
right,
bring
the other one wouldn't get out of my lap earlier, but now I guess she's happy.
Oh.
You want to come see Uncle Steve? No.
They're like, no, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go move you two together. There you go.
Aw.
Together at last.
They're so cute.
Yay.
Merry Christmas.
Hi.
Say hello.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Look.
Oh, she's shy. Look at that. She's like, no, not today.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, go play. I'm sorry. I'm late.
No.
You said Batman Returns?
Yes, Batman Return. We're debating that right now.
That was
No.
That was-
It's a Christmas movie.
That was Stig's
I mean,
choice.
the last line in the movie is a Christmas message. Peace on earth and all.
It happens during Christmas.
Yeah. So does Die Hard.
Well,
Oh, no.
true, but I don't technically, I consider that more of an action movie. I know y'all, that's already been debated here, but
yeah.
Yeah, but if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, then Batman Returns definitely is.
so is it, and I'm sorry, I'm just tuning in here. Is it, okay, you want to sit with me? All right, come on. Ugh. She won't sit on the conversation. If you have mentioned this, stop me. If you have not, have y'all seen Nicolas Cage, The Family Man?
No.
I heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
Watch it.
Okay.
It's a newer, lovely version of It's a Wonderful Life in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has it all, super rich, super successful, no family. And then he does a switch. It's really good. I have watched that the past. My brother showed me it a few years ago. I've watched it. I've been watching it every year. I will watch it this year too. I think it's a fantastic film. Never heard of Family Man. Nicolas Cage. It's really good.
Okay.
Really good.
Well, since you're socially late, we'll take that as your first pick. Yeah.
That's my first pick. I'm sorry to interrupt. If I was interrupting Stig, then I'm not sorry, but
Well, yeah.
Oh goodness.
Oh no. Well, no,
oh,
we were
and hey, Rennie, this is my first time to meet you. Hello. I've commented in the chat.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Matt. And yes, I've noticed your rivalry with Stig, so it's very nice to meet you finally.
Yeah.
It's well noted.
You would kind of think, though, that he wears a helmet, but he doesn't.
Oh, come on.
Here, cover your ears.
Earmuffs.
In front of his kids too. In front of his kids.
Oh.
No mercy. No mercy.
Say no, Stig. Here, hold on. Say it. Say no. No.
Oh, look at that.
Out of the mouths of babe.
Mhm.
Is it Jill? That baby's voice is the cutest white nose ever. Yes, we love children here at Miss Martin Muses. We love pets, cats, polar bears, and children as well. Okay, well, I was gonna push it back a little bit to Stig. Is there any last thoughts that you had that you wanted to say about Batman Returns?
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer. That was a great when I was she's awesome in that movie. Like, yeah, puberty back then.
I'll agree with you, Stig. I think she's awesome in the movie. I think Batman Returns is a good movie
Yeah.
as a whole, just regardless of whether it's Christmas or not. It's good.
Yeah.
It's Penguin's done really well in that. Danny DeVito does a great job. I like Tim Burton's direction again. I like Gotham. The best Gotham ever created was by Tim Burton.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what?
More like Gotham than anything else ever has.
I have argued this quite often that Gotham, it's only Tim Burton did it right, because Gotham is basically the Middle Earth of Batman. It's it needs to be
Gothic.
a character of its own, because
Yeah.
Gotham is the character that every other character interacts with.
Oh,
Same as Middle Earth in the Lord of the Rings. Everyone interacts with Middle Earth.
Yeah,
That's a
good
good
point.
point.
And you're right also about Tim Burton's Gotham is the best. And I still think the score to the Batman and Batman Returns are the best Batman ones.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, Soul Assassin says modern takes on Gotham looks like New York. Ah,
Yeah, it's not supposed to. It's supposed to look gothic,
Yes. It's
and
supposed to
Tim
be
Burton does
dark.
that. Yeah.
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 It's supposed to look exactly as Tim Burton envisioned it, and it's wonderful in those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It really looks good. It's got some kind of, like it used to be a long time ago. It was really fancy, but now it's gotten darker over the years. But some of that class still resonates throughout the city. I love Tim Burton's vision.
It's like there was a Victorian age city, and it kind of fell into ruins, and someone built a city on top of it,
Yes.
That's a good way
and
to
the
say
leftovers are still there, right?
Mm-hmm.
it. Yeah.
Well, and
Kinda
I
like
love the
that.
way it has that big cathedral at the end of at the end of the first one. Talk about Gothic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. Any other? So that basically all you want to say, Steve? You still have the floor.
Yeah, I maintain that Batman Returns is a Christmas movie.
Okay, and I have said that I will.
All
take
who
the
deny
challenge.
that are my foes. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Well,
Okay, Subhuman 84 is here. Welcome, Miss Martin Muses. Well, okay then. All right, then I will quickly do my final one, which was a difficult choice actually, but I do enjoy to this day none other than dun 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 dun. This is how long it's taking me to type it. I spelt it wrong, I think, but it is Scrooged.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, I said
I
Scrog.
I've never seen it.
Scrogged. I love it.
Oh, Scrog.
Yes. You don't know what that means on the streets, but you know what, folks?
oh dear.
If you get too drunk on Christmas Eve, you get scrogged. That's all I'm saying. Oh, Scrooged.
There we go.
The holiday classic. Scrog.
I like Scrogged better. Let's talk about that movie.
Oh my gosh. But Scrooge, yeah. And basically what Scrooge is, it's a modern day retelling of A Christmas Carol where Bill Murray is playing a very rich TV executive, and he's a total jerk.
Mm-hmm.
And part of it is that he's going to be doing a live version of A Christmas Carol on Christmas. So, everyone has to be there and work on Christmas, and he gives 0 Fs.
You should yell Merry Christmas. Anyway. Bill Murray. No.
Oh, okay. Maybe I missed the joke. Was there something dirty there?
No. It's like I replaced Mary with Murray. Anyway.
Oh,
Ah.
Merry Christmas.
It's one of Stig's puns.
Oh, okay, it is one of his puns that makes its appearance. I am sorry. Half of his puns need to be explained to me. It's the way it happens. It's the way it happens. Well, anyways, so he goes through the ghost of Christmas past and present and future. It plays out almost exactly like the way it does in the books, but with a modern twist. And then it has a happy ending let me rephrase this. At the end, it has the same happy ending where Scrooge does get the Christmas spirit. He interrupts the show and he does it on live TV. It's like, what the hell are y'all doing watching TV on Christmas Eve? Go have fun. Everyone spread love in your heart. But in this version, his fiance, who he let go way back when because of his selfish, greedy ways, they reunite. And then she shows up and she's like, oh, and he's like, oh, and they love each other and they kiss. And then the everybody sings "Put a Little Love in Your Heart." Now, so Stiga, I'm sorry I've spoiled the whole thing for you since you haven't seen it. But in any case, I love this movie. And if you haven't seen it, if you do like A Christmas Carol, I think that you will enjoy it. One of the funniest parts about when he's being Scrooge is they were trying to get antlers on top of a little mouse to make him a reindeer mouse. And he goes, "Why don't you staple them?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's terrible." But it's so funny.
If you put antlers on a guy, he'll get a Rain Man.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, and at the end, you really do feel like you get the Christmas spirit, because I do enjoy A Christmas Carol, don't get me wrong, but it has been so overdone. And this was the first modern one that they did. Now there's all sorts of TV movies where they put it in modern times or put it in a different time, but it was a great movie. It makes you laugh. It even kind of makes you cry a little bit. So
isn't Karen Allen the lady love of Bill Murray's character?
Yes, she came all the way back from Indiana Jones to be his lost love. And I like the way that he gets back together with his true love. That was something from the original that I was like, Charles Dickens, what the heck is wrong with you? Why didn't you have him meet the woman he let get away?
Yeah, instead he has to live with the fact that he can never have her again.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of a nice touch in this movie.
Well, I'll be honest. If you remember the original Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, she gets married.
Yeah, to someone else, right?
Scrooge sees her with a husband, and she goes that he said that he went by and saw Scrooge working late at night on Christmas Eve, and she feels kind of bad for him.
Oh, you're right.
So it's one scene at the Ghost of Christmas Past shows him. Before he moves on. It's not depicted at all in any of the movies, I don't think, but it is in the book by Charles Dickens.
Oh my. It's been a long time since I've read it, but I will be sort of reading it because Mara Jade will be reading it aloud this Friday night, so we can all listen to her hear that, and then we get to hear that scene. That is very poignant. And if she did get married and she was able to see him, and if she did get married, that means she probably died in childbirth sometime along the way. So that's even sadder. Because every woman died in childbirth.
Could still be alive. I don't think it'd be that dark.
Well, I don't know. What
she died? She died alone in the cold by herself. I don't know. That someone mentioned about the BBC one. That one's awful.
Oh yeah,
it was bad. A few years ago. That's horrible.
It was bad. It was
the
bad.
modern
awful.
one.
It's horribly no. It's not modern. It took place back then, but it makes Scrooge look like. It makes him look like an evil person, not just a selfish person, but an evil person who deserves to die.
From about 3 years ago or whatever. On
yes,
BBC?
It was. Yeah. It was recent.
I hated it. I hated it.
Yeah. Oh, he gets creepy with Mrs. Cratchit. It's just
it's very cringe. It's like, oh come on, Scrooge never did that. He wasn't a perv.
And plus him not regretting about because he used cheap lumber or whatever. The orphanage burned up and killed all the orphans, and he didn't care. I'm like, what?
That's a little bit much. Yeah.
Yeah. There was some good stuff. George C. Scott is the best one, by the way. He's the best one. But
I just watched that one for the first time last week.
Really? That's I think it's from the 70s, right?
83.
83, yeah.
Yeah, George C. Scott was from the 70s, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
No, 83.
No, this one was from, I think it was
early 80s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Probably so. Yeah. But
had David Warner in it.
But I'll tell you, Rennie, the thing I did like about the BBC one, I liked how they talked about how young Scrooge was good at numbers, how he was a numbers guy. He always looked at numbers and broke down time into money. And that was a cool aspect.
Yeah, I liked that they showed him as being intelligent, but I didn't like them showing him being a creeper and just being outright heartless. It was awful.
Evil.
Yeah.
evil.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
just evil. He knew there was a fire risk and didn't do anything about it, and then didn't regret having all the orphans burned.
All the-
It's all
Yeah,
like
he was
throwing
just
people
kinda
out
like,
of
The
oh,
orphans
oops.
burned alive. Burned
I-
alive.
Yes.
You know.
I want to see this version though.
Yeah, it's awful. It's very cringe. I hated it.
Oh.
I watched it because I was like, oh, there's some pretty recognizable people in here. Let's check it out. And I'm like, oh, instant regret.
Yeah, and
I'm
he
gonna
does
watch
it.
that one
And,
and
and
then
Randy,
give it a
correct
high
me.
score to piss off Mara.
Oh, jeez.
Correct
Who
me if
was
I'm
the
wrong.
guy that played Scrooge in that? I forget who it was, but I was really surprised
Oh,
they
he
got
was
him.
in Memento.
Guy Pearce.
Yes.
Guy Peterson. Yeah,
Yes.
which
I was
he
really
was good. It's
surprised.
just that I don't like. I'm with Rennie. I hate the direction that they
Yeah.
put Scrooge, and he's not regretful at the end. He just
No.
wants to go. I think he wants to go to hell at the end, Rennie. And
Yeah,
he
it's
only wants change if it'll help Tiny Tim. He doesn't care about
Yes.
himself. I mean, I'm like, what?
Yeah. Well, and that doesn't seem very much like the theme of the story is mainly that he turned into a miser and had a lot of regrets, but he wasn't necessarily evil.
The only thing that would have made it even better is if he does everything he can for Tiny Tim, but Tiny Tim should have been evil too.
evil Tiny Tim.
Yeah, so it's just
Imagine
aiding
that.
the other evil.
Well,
They become
Tiny
like
Tim,
a duo of evil
they
people.
show how he
Yeah.
dies. He
Mhm.
dies
Ti-
he wants to be on the frozen lake, but
Mhm.
he cracks through the ice and drowns, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's a cool scene, but he sees this. It's really weird. At the top of his office is at the bottom of this lake, and he looks up at the top. The ceiling is now the top of the lake, and he's watching Tiny Tim try to struggle in the cold water and then just die.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
And
god.
there's a floating dead
It's
kid
morbid.
above him, and you're
Yeah,
like,
it's
And
really
on
morbid.
that happy, cheery note,
Tiny-
OG has to leave us. So you can go to wherever you need to go with the image of the drowning child.
I forgot almost about that too. Really, I'm like,
it's
oh,
an
yes.
awful one. I will never watch that again.
Do not
Tiny
recommend.
Tim should have burned the orphanage.
He probably did. If the BBC would have gotten one more episode, he probably would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
wow.
gonna
Yeah.
say.
All right, well, let's let OG. OG, can you go ahead, Alora, and give us your outro? Where can we find you?
Okay, everyone, thank you again for having me on. I love this discussion and glad to see you, Matt, and of course, Stig and Rennie as well. You can find me on my channel, OG Star Wars. In fact, I should have a video coming up here by tonight. It's just having editing problems, and it's about continuity versus, what do you call it, emotional payoff. Regarding Star Wars. And so that should be a very interesting video. And you can find me again on my channel, OG Star Wars. You can find me on Twitter with the same handle as well. And you guys have a happy holidays. I probably won't be having coffee chat since it's Christmas Eve. So if I do, it might be something that's fun and festive, but more than likely not. So thank you again, Teresa, Miss Martin Muses, for having me on. And you guys have a great discussion.
All right, thank you,
Take care,
Alora.
everyone. Wow.
Awesome. Have a good
Thank
one,
you.
Alora.
You
Nice
too.
to chat with you again.
Yes, Merry Christmas, you
Yay.
guys.
Yeah, and so I'm going to go ahead and take down the Scrooge because if we do want to say a few more things about A Christmas Carol, but I just want to say in conclusion about Scrooge that I really feel like it kept the essence of Charles Dickens' tale intact, including the happy ending, and you come out of it truly feeling like you have the Christmas spirit. So if you haven't seen it, go ahead and see it, in my humble opinion, and also rewatch it because it's fun. So
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
add
agree.
it to my list.
yay!
I'm also
I
gonna add the evil one to the list because I
Oh
want to watch
man,
that
you're gonna
one.
have to tell me how much or how repulsive you find that thing because I went into it going, well, they've got some
No,
pretty good actors
I
in here,
like
and I'm like,
evil
whoa,
movies.
this is just awful.
I have the Norwegian grim humor things. I'm gonna probably like the evil one. I'll be the
You
one guy who
might,
likes
but
it.
it's just it just kind of slaps Charles Dickens in the face a little bit with what they do with Scrooge. I don't know, like you were saying, Matt, like, yeah, Scrooge has some qualities, but I don't think he's ever evil so much as he becomes bitter And like, he regrets the things he does, but the more regret he has, the harder his heart becomes, until he
So-
realizes, like, hey, I need to stop it. So I never think of him as an evil character, but that TV movie made me feel like he was evil.
Yeah, because what he does with Mrs. Cratchit is the
Yeah, deplorable.
nasty. Yeah,
Absolutely deplorable.
it's nasty.
Yeah. And Soul Assassin says, Stieg, I posted the full evil one on the chat. It's free on YouTube to watch. Okay, yes, thank you. Thank you for doing
Jeez.
that. Yes. So
No
watch
wonder
that
it's
I'm gonna
crap.
watch it. I'm gonna watch it on Christmas Eve, and then I'm gonna tweet about it and give it a 10 out of 10 and say it's better than the one from '83, just to piss everyone off.
You're so sadistic. It's
Oh,
awful.
and tag Mara in it too. I'm sure she'll love
Yeah.
it.
Oh yes, I will.
Oh, well, I'm sure you will. Oh, gosh. All
Awful.
right. Yeah, Dan Blackroyd says Richard Donner understands the characters he is working with in his movie. He respects source material even when it's an intentional deviation from it with a modern tale. Yes. Yes. When he would do
Exactly.
those things. Exactly. Yeah. You need to keep the essence of the stories. When they do things that completely subvert everything about it, it's a new level of suckage.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I'm morbidly curious about this too.
I mean, yeah, you can definitely check it out. It's pretty interesting, for sure.
Okay.
Can't believe they went that route.
Yeah. All right. Well, and we've all had our double picks. It is now socially late Matt's turn to say what his second pick would be.
Oh, my socially late second pick would be not one that's not. It's not the best, but it's an interesting watch if you haven't seen it, and it is on Disney Plus. I found out.
Ooh.
It's called The Christmas Toy. Has anyone seen this?
No, I have not.
No.
Okay. It was a made-for-TV movie back in the 80s by Jim Henson. And once Disney bought the rights to the Muppets, this is where they got the idea for Toy Story. It's Toy Story, but the Muppet movie. Back before Toy Story.
With like the real Muppet voices?
Oh, yes. This is Jim Henson's The Muppets.
Okay.
Kermit, even though they cut him out of the movie, I think now, but Kermit was in the beginning and the end. He dresses up as Santa Claus, comes down the chimney, and tells how the story is about to begin. How did you know that your toys come to life when you're not looking?
Oh, that's
so
interesting.
when you leave, the toys come to life. And this one, and this is how similar it is. Instead of a kid's birthday, you remember Woody was the birthday toy from last year. He wants to be the birthday toy. He wants to be the special toy again. This kid was this stuffed animal was the Christmas toy last year. He wants to be the Christmas toy again, but instead of a boy, it's a girl. He wants to be her Christmas toy again. Well, when he goes to open up the new toy, it's a space queen, kind of like Buzz Lightyear. The space queen doesn't know she's a toy. Just like Buzz Lightyear. She tries to destroy him with her little laser. That doesn't work. I
have a question
animal,
about Toy Story.
Say what?
I have a question about Toy Story.
What's that?
You know how the toys pretend not to be alive when the kids are around?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So what if one of the toys actually died and the kid shows up and plays with the corpse of their friend in front of the other toys?
Oh my.
Well, in the Toy Story,
dear.
if a toy gets caught out of place, it loses its life and becomes a dead toy. So it's kind of sad.
And the kid will be playing with a corpse of the friends of the other toys.
That's exactly what happens.
And they can't react because then they will die.
But it shares a lot of similarities with Toy Story. Now, you don't watch it and think, oh, goody, Toy Story, the Muppet movie. No, Toy Story is a better movie, but it's honestly where they got the idea for Toy Story. You can't convince me it's not.
I mean, it sounds like it.
There's a Barbie in it who's always dressing up for the occasion, and she always the running gag with her is she finally gets dressed and they're doing something else, so then she goes and gets changed again. which there's a Barbie in Toy Story who does the same thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is eerie how similar those two are. But that's one that if you like Toy Story and you want to do a little, it's like has anyone seen what's the sequel to Desperado? What is it? Desperado and Once Time in Mexico. But the first one was called
El Mariachi.
El Mariachi. Yes. El Mariachi is fun, not as high budget as the two sequels, but El Mariachi is worth watching once. So is the Christmas Toy.
Okay. Would you say that it's heartwarming? Is it inspiring? Does it make you feel good at the end?
Oh yeah. I mean, he learns that of course, being the Christmas toy isn't the best thing. The girl, it's time for him to step aside because someone before him was the Christmas toy, and now she had to take a step down. Now he's got to learn to share with all the rest of the toys, like Woody. And there's some sadness, but there is some happiness in the end. And there's a nice little song at the end too.
Oh, I love songs.
I think if you love old Muppets, like no Fozzie, no Ralph, no Gonzo, and they cut out, for some reason now they've cut out Kermit the Frog's beginning and end. But it's from Jim Henson, and it's charming.
Oh, well, there we go. Well, everyone, if you have not seen the Christmas Toy, well, maybe give that a look. For
the Family Man is great though. Watch Family Man, Teresa. I swear you'll love that movie.
Okay, so everyone watch Family Man and the Christmas Toy.
And I need you to tell me what you thought about Family Man too. Both of those movies when you watch them.
Okay, well, I will definitely message you that. And I'm sorry, but I'm just laughing at the chat. See, people are being mean to you.
Really?
Hey, don't be mean to Stieg. That's my job.
No, that's not mean at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I had a dead cat and stuff that I played with for years.
Oh dear.
Steve, do you know what a Cajun told me once down south? He said, "Yeah, man, you can't swing a dead cat without hitting a good restaurant in this town." I said, what did you say? You can't swing a dead cat without hitting a restaurant? A good restaurant? What? That was his phrase.
Oh.
Yeah.
Weird.
Oh, gosh. Well, welcome everyone that's coming in. Memes and distraction. According to my sources, Kermit ended the original Big Bird in a DUI. Oh, a DUI. Okay. I was like, a what? And then it was misspelled. Oh, my gosh. That's terrible.
So it got totaled?
Oh, no. Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, okay. So wait, you said the Family Guy and the Christmas
Family
Toy.
Man.
Family Man. Oh, it's Family Guy.
I can see Teresa being like,
don't watch
Family Guy isn't like
Christmas
that
is
at all.
totally different. Nicolas Cage. I think it's the Family Man, and it's wonderful. I think you'll love both of those movies.
Well, excellent. Okay, and I think you've already done so. But if there was anything else you wanted to tell us about this particular movie.
No, Family Man. Family Man, of course, he's rich, successful, and then without him wanting it, he doesn't want it. He wakes up and now he took a turn. He did go back to that girl that he left in high school, and he is miserable and he hates it and he wants his life back. And he is going to get it back. He just has to wait a few weeks or whatever to experience his life as a family man. And
cool.
Of course, there may be a change of heart, but oh man. Teresa, I wish I could watch it with you because there's one scene where I know you'll cry some sad tears and some happy tears too.
Uh-oh.
So, because there's a really excellent scene toward the end.
Okay. Well, wow. So, and I'll probably cry, and then
you will. That's why I want to be there. But the thing is, though, you'll be like, that is so sweet, and it's sad. But then later on, I guess I'm a little happy. You know, there's some good stuff.
So kind of like when they killed a shark in Jaws.
Hey, Jaws 4, Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Happened during Christmas.
Oh no.
It did. But that's when the psychic sharks show up.
Oh yeah.
The shark that roars underwater.
Oh
Yep.
gosh. Ugh.
Yeah, but watch both. I think Family Man's streaming somewhere.
Yeah, I can find it. I have ways of finding these things.
The dark web.
Yeah, exactly. Well, all right. Well, thank you for your double picks, and some folks in the chat. Yeah, please feel free to now share yours. Jake Ironside Logics is Jacob one is my double pick is It's a Wonderful Life and the George C. Scott Christmas Carol. We've talked about
Great
George
ones.
C. Scott.
Great picks.
Yeah, It's a Wonderful Life. That is not one that anyone picked this evening, but it is a classic.
I love it. Just watched it last year for the first time in years. It's great.
Mm-hmm. Well, if I'm correct, Steve, didn't you see it recently for the first time?
Yeah.
What do you have to think about it?
Maura's been telling me to watch this and that older movie. So I've actually been doing it. Because, trust. I trust the lady. Then the movies tend to be mediocre, though. But I did like that one and the George C. Scott Christmas Carol, which she told me to watch both, so I did. She also told me to watch Cannibal Women of the Avocado Jungle, which was not that good.
Okay, well, there you go. Matt, did you have any thoughts about It's a Wonderful Life?
Oh, I think it's great. I that you get to you really feel for his. I can't think of his character's name now. I'm thinking about the actor Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah,
What
Jimmy
who's he
Stewart.
playing?
I don't know the name. I call him Jimmy Stewart all the time.
I'm sorry, Teresa. Hold on.
No worries. How about you, Princess Rennie? What do you think?
I think it has a good message, but Jimmy Stewart is just a hard sell for me. And it's not like he's creepy like Billy Bob Thornton. It's just that, I don't know. I don't know if I feel like he's overacting or what it is. Just something about Jimmy Stewart I have a hard time watching.
Yeah. Well, okay then. Yeah.
But it's got a good message, and I really do like what they try to do with it. And, the whole appreciate what you have and, maybe stop griping so much about what you don't have. So.
Exactly. And don't jump off bridges, for crying out loud.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't believe in jumping off bridges here at Miss Martin Muses, and nor do we believe in throwing babies into rivers. That's never any good. Okay.
Yeah, definitely not in Gotham City.
Yeah, and okay, yeah, and we understand, Matt. But we're cool with it. We're cool. There we go. Hello.
I told her Stig was real.
Oh.
That's mean.
It's okay. We're gonna say Merry Christmas. We're fighting right now with sister, so we have to have times outs. Okay, hey, you be sweet. Be sweet. I love you. Be sweet. Hey, Meridian, come here. Say hello. Come here. You want to see? She's a big Beauty and the Beast fan.
Oh yes.
She got to see Belle at the ballet. They had a Christmas ballet. Come here. You want to see the Beast? His name's Steve, but you can come see him.
What the hell?
Well, you can play with that though.
There's a rose there too.
Oh yeah, there's a rose. Yeah.
You know what? Beauty and the Beast is probably my number one Christmas movie. Because
really?
My sister got it on VHS when it came out. And she's younger. And she did not want to watch it without me 50 times. So I had to watch it all Christmas. And then the next Christmas. And so on.
Oh
so for me, that one is a Christmas movie.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, I'm just trying to imagine cute little baby Steve, being all cute with his sister and watching Beauty and the Beast.
It wasn't. When did it come out?
1991.
Was it? Yeah, so
Disney one?
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 12.
Yeah. Not baby, but you know what I mean. You were a lot younger than you are right now. Okay, Timon Flip. His pick is Krampus and the Life of Brian. What the hell?
Oh my gosh! I mean, Life of Brian's really funny, but
yeah, Life of Brian's one of those.
Well,
that
technically, it is a Christmas movie because
don't
of
start.
Jesus, right?
But
yes, you're right. The birth of Jesus is at the beginning of it.
Yeah, so it's also You could also argue that a Christmas movie is also a Brian movie
Oh
because
no.
he was
Uh,
born right next to Jesus.
yes.
So Die Hard is a Brian movie.
Oh dear. I mean, it did have that good song that came at the end, even though they were all dying. Always look at the bright side of life. So that's some
Yeah,
Oh,
and that is
positivity.
that's absolutely a Christmas message.
uh,
And they were on
oh,
crosses too.
oh gosh. Okay, before we spontaneously combust, and Krampus. I'm not sure I've seen Krampus.
Is it the one that came out a couple years ago? Because there's a couple different Krampus movies. I think this one was like, was it a Peter Jackson movie or was he somehow involved with it? But it was
Wasn't
supposed to be really
it
good.
Guillermo del Toro?
Oh, okay, yeah,
I
Yes,
think
I think so.
maybe. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. I think you're right. I don't know how I get them confused, but I think it's because they worked kind of together on The Hobbit before Guillermo del Toro left. But yeah, I think you're right. Hey,
Okay.
Tommy.
Yeah. Yeah, Tommy's here. His choices were Silent Night and Deadly Night 1 and 2. Yeah, I have not
As the
seen
guy with
those.
an
Has
axe.
anyone picked Scrogged yet as their favorite?
Only Teresa.
Hey, I want to say Krampus. Whoever said Krampus earlier, that's a great movie. I need to watch that this year. I just don't have anyone to watch it with.
Okay, well.
That's because nobody likes you.
Well,
And
my,
it
my,
begins.
my wife won't watch it because it's a little too scary for her, even though it's not scary.
Mhm.
I mean, it's like it's like Dark Crystal scary.
Oh, I
Oh,
Is
love
it
the
the
Dark
one from
Crystal.
I think you'll
2015?
love, if you like Dark Crystal, I think you'll like Krampus.
Mm.
They didn't use CGI, they used the puppets or something,
Oh
or
wow.
the big, like the Dark Crystal big puppets. Like Krampus is not CGI. He's a really dark looking Jim Henson creation. I mean, he's not Jim Henson, but it's a creature, and it's really good. It's really
That's
good.
cool.
oh, well, there you go.
Is it the one
Practical
from
effects are
2015?
So what? I think it came out in 2015. Yeah, but they use practical effects for the most part. Whenever they use CGI, it's very little, and it's really well done. It's shot beautifully. It's a little bit of a dark comedy too. It's supposed to be a scarier movie, but it's really done well. Really done well.
Oh, well, that maybe needs to be something that I need to put on my list.
Add it to the
Looks
list.
like
I had a great ending.
Seth Green voices a gingerbread man in it.
Why
For
does
that
that
movie,
not
he
surprise
does?
me?
It says so. I'm looking
That's
at it now.
hilarious. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Shane Nolan previously mentioned The Lion in Winter. An
I don't
interesting choice that does take place during Christmas, about Henry II and Eleanor of Aquitaine and their very dysfunctional family.
I know another one that's kind of an obscure Christmas movie.
Oh no.
It's Cobra. The Stallone movie that takes place
Yeah.
during Christmas,
Oh my.
and it certainly has a Christmas message. It goes, "You're the disease, and I'm the cure."
There you go. You heard it here first. Well,
He's
that's what
helping out the world.
Yeah, that's kind of what but Jesus kind
Also,
of says that. in a
Rocky
certain way.
4.
Yes, Rocky 4, I agree.
That takes place during Christmas.
Yeah, the boxing match takes place on Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day.
Yeah.
I'll tell you,
Yeah.
I recently watched the director's cut that they just released.
I still haven't seen it. Is it
Oh.
good?
Yes,
It is.
I cried so hard. It's better
Greg-
than the original.
Yeah, it is.
Really?
They added a lot of. Holy crap! They that Drago versus Apollo fight, that was way more brutal in the director's cut.
Oh wow.
And they also added some scenes like at the funeral of Apollo that they'd cut out from the original. So that was even more of an emotional impact. And they took out some of the dumb crap like the robot.
Oh, good, because yeah, that was kind of pointless. But I mean, I get it because it was the '80s and robots were cool. But yeah,
But he was the quintessential '80s robot.
Yes.
Yep.
That's true. Well, we still have him. It's not like he erased it. He just created a different version.
Oh, a new version of the robot.
No, a new version of the movie.
Oh, okay.
So in
I
other
need
words,
to
you
see
still
that too.
Yeah, let me make this clear. Yeah. So the original Rocky 4 is still out there for everyone that wants it. And this one, they even gave it a new title. It's like Drago versus Rocky or
Yeah,
Rocky.
I'm looking at it. Rocky versus Drago, the ultimate director's cut.
Yes. I think it is amazing. I think it is
Hmm.
amazing. And I really did enjoy it a good deal.
Yeah, and I mean
40
Rocky 4 though. I mean, what better Christmas message could there be than beat up a Swede on Christmas Day?
I
well,
can't
actually,
think of
he plays a
anything.
Russian, so
Yeah,
he's
he plays a
supposed to
Russian,
be
but
a Russian.
yeah, but you can tell he's a Swede. So,
Exactly.
one,
He's a
one
very
can tell.
fine looking one.
Does he still stay? If he dies, he dies.
Yes, he
he's
does.
he's adopted.
It's got 40 minutes of unseen footage.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Wow, that's
they-
nice.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
add more of the Apollo scenes too. So they were really
Yeah.
laying it on that part of it.
Yeah, so some more Adrian stuff too.
Yes.
Because
Cool.
in the director's cut, Rocky has some blame in the death of Apollo because everyone keeps telling him, "Hey, you can't help make that fight happen. You know, it's not going to end well." And Rocky does it anyway.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. He did it for his friend, and then he doesn't throw in the towel soon enough. Though I still think the referee bears some blame to all of that.
Yeah, because he was like almost dead.
Yeah. And they didn't stop it.
Yeah, and it's way more brutal in this version.
Yeah,
He,
it's really hard to watch.
yeah.
Dan Blackbird says the Santa Claus and Scrooge. We've already talked about Scrooge, but how about the Santa Claus? What do you think, Matt?
Oh, it's good. My kids watched that the other day.
Well, there we go.
I need to go back and watch them all. It's been a long time, but no, I love them. Tim Allen and Christmas Man.
Mm-hmm. They kind of go hand in hand, don't they?
Yeah,
How about you, Prince?
and the first one takes place what, mid '90s is when it
Yeah,
came out.
I think like mid to late '90s. Yeah.
Yeah, it
You
was
can
95.
tell
I think?
it's very '90s ish. It's fun. It's definitely fun, but it is all '90s
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, Christmas Vacation though. That's a good Christmas movie.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's a great movie.
It's
Have
really-
you seen the sequel?
Mm-mm.
I've seen. Isn't it just called Vacation, and then
It's Uncle
there's
Eddie's
European
Tropical
Vacation, and then
Vacation.
Christmas.
They got Randy Quaid and the girl that plays his wife to come back. This is back before he went crazy, and it's probably the worst movie ever created.
Oh my.
Possibly the worst movie they ever created, because you could tell they did it on back lots. They didn't spend any money on this movie.
Mm.
I mean, even the island that they're on looks like the Old Spice commercial island. You know, very Gilligan's Island. You know, it's all a set, and it's pretty bad.
Okay.
Yeah. But for some reason they got Eddie, the girl, and the original Griswold girl from the first Vacation movie to come back and reprise her role as their cousin.
Huh.
You think with all that, it mustn't be that bad. They couldn't get, what's his face back, Chevy Chase. So they just did a sequel and they did the best they could. There's no laughs in the whole
no,
thing.
it can't be. No,
It's
that just
really bad.
Christmas.
It was a TV movie that came out one time in the 90s, I think, or 2000s. I don't know, but it's terrible.
Yeah. What were you saying, Steve?
I saw a Christmas movie with Tim Allen a couple of years ago. It's called El Camino Christmas. It's him and Kurtwood Smith is in it. And Luke Grimes.
I remember he did that one with Jamie Lee Curtis, Christmas with the Cranks. It was okay.
That's a great movie. I like that movie.
It's funny. It was just kind of dark too, but yeah, it's funny.
How's it dark?
Well, because
Because they got tans?
well, no, no, like the whole thing about like all the neighbors like hating on them and stuff for not putting up their Christmas stuff. I just thought that was a little bit much. I mean, they really played that to death. They got
They did, but
really
that's based off the
nasty.
movie Skipping Christmas. If you've never read the
Yeah.
book, it's a better book, obviously, than it is a movie. But were neighborhoods. There may still be neighborhoods, but back in the day, there were neighborhoods that fined you. My buddy lived in one a long time ago that if he didn't have his decorations up by December 5th or whatever, he got charged $50 a day.
What if you don't have decorations?
Yeah,
Well,
and you know what? You're not even.
If you live in that neighborhood, they used to have clauses, kind of like an HOA,
Yeah.
that you had to do this. You had to sign up. You had to be.
Jeez.
I wouldn't live there. Well,
Yeah,
I wouldn't live there. I mean, first of all, you're not even supposed to put them up till December 24th. And yes, I still do that because I'm a traditionalist because it's Advent right now. You don't put up Christmas decorations until it's Christmas.
Oh, we do it on the 23rd.
Oh, well, close, yeah.
Yeah,
But
because
yeah.
Christmas Day is nothing. We do everything on Christmas Eve.
Teresa,
Open
you
the presents
surprise
and-
me. Do you take it down December 7th after the 12th day of Christmas?
Oh, well, yeah, January 7th. Yes. Yeah, because
January 7th. Yeah.
Yeah, January
Oh.
7th. Yeah, I celebrate the complete 12 days of Christmas, and I also celebrate Christmas Tide, which ends on February the 2nd. I mean, it's part of my religion, so it goes along with that. But I mean, there's something to be said about when you fully celebrate Advent and everything's kind of sparse and you just have the candles and stuff. And then when December 24th comes around, you decorate the crap out of the place. And that's when you start playing all the music and everything. It's really joyous. And then 12 days of joy. Everyone else is putting all their stuff away and being all sad and depressed and jumping off cliffs.
People are
And I'm like,
throwing
I'm still
out their
partying.
tree the morning of December 26th. People have their trees thrown out on the side of the road. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, you'll see them on the
Heresy.
curb.
And it boggles my mind how retailers have not picked up on you. They should go with the 12 days of Christmas.
Absolutely. Yeah, Shane Nolan. Yeah, Little Christmas. Yeah, you always take him down there. Yeah, that was also something from Ireland. I think it has to do with, the Catholic background of the nation. Yeah, it's like, why take it down? And you're right; those SOBs could make a lot of money off of 12 days of Christmas. So, when people sing the 12 days of Christmas and they do it during Advent, I'm like, but the 12 days don't start till the first day of Christmas.
We get rid of the Christmas trees sometime after New Year's.
Yeah, well, you do it right there too. So maybe it's just us Americans that are idiots.
I don't know.
Well, not
think the
idiots. I don't
Canadians
judge
can be
anyone.
quite stupid too.
Oh, I just realized there's no judgment that Miss Martin uses, and I was sounding very judgy. But no, I mean, and each day actually means something because you have St. Stephen's Day, the Holy Innocents, the Holy Family. I mean, all sorts of good stuff, and then it all ends with the Three Kings. If you really have fun, like right now for your nativity set, you can take all your nativity characters and put them in different places in your house because they're traveling to the manger. And then they all show up there at the manger on Christmas Eve. And then you put the little baby Jesus in there. And then, but you keep the Three Kings wandering around. And then they show up on January 6th. So just the more you know, I need that thing. Shane Nolan says, yes, January 6th is a big deal with Hispanic Latin families too. Catholic. Yes, exactly. It's a Catholic thing. But where do we think it came from? Okay. Little Christmas. Yes. Oh, and then now that we're going through some Catholic explaining of Advent and all that, who was it? We did say Santa Claus. Jacob Ironstein says Angels Sing with Carrie Connick Jr. is good. Shane Nolan used to sing We Three Kings in the choir. Yes. Well, and technically you're not even supposed to sing O Come Emmanuel until this week because the O antiphon started yesterday. So each verse of that is one of the O antiphons.
I had to sing Christmas songs in school when I was a kid. But I just moved my lips and fooled the teacher. So all the other kids sang. I didn't.
You lip synced.
Yep.
Hey, being a music teacher, I can say this. She knew or he knew. But she was like, at least thank God he's moving his lips so no one's going to give me crap if he's not singing. So you actually did your teacher a favor because it's better that you move your lips than get her busted.
Oh, I just did it for spite. 'Cause I didn't want to sing.
Oh my gosh.
Do you guys put porridge out for Santa?
No.
No, we put out cookies and
Milk and
Wait, you put out,
cookies. Yeah.
well, I
Oh, we
guess it's,
put porridge.
Orange?
Like
Yeah,
Santa
it's
eats
porridge.
oatmeal?
well, I guess
No,
it makes sense because it's friggin' cold where you live.
Yeah, supposed to leave porridge out for him.
Like,
Well,
is
I'll-
it plain or do you put like, do you dress it up a little bit or?
We put butter and a piece of butter in it, and then cinnamon.
Wow.
Well, I'll be damned. And do you leave out a carrot for Rudolph? Or maybe not. Well, Lady Toriel has to go. Merry Christmas, Lady Toriel. Thank you for being here. And you know what? Ha ha ha. Message me.
We'll leave a bear trap for Rudolph.
Oh no!
Then you have Christmas dinner the next day.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh.
Wow.
Out. Oh my
Well,
God.
Steve said he likes the taste of reindeer.
Wow.
Yeah, reindeer is good. It really is.
Yeah, Timon
Teresa,
Flips-
your friends you hang out with. I don't know.
Oh, well, there's nothing
I've
wrong with
eaten
eating
I've
reindeer.
eaten whale too.
Oh yeah.
Whale is good. Holy crap! It's like, yeah, kill them and eat them.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh. Oh, that's terrible, Jacob. He says we left our Christmas lights up a few days too long, and our landlord said it looked like a cheap Mexican restaurant. You should have gotten him on discrimination and gotten free rent. Holy crap!
Cheap Mexican restaurants at Christmas.
They keep their
Lights?
Christmas lights up all year.
Because they keep, yeah, it was like an insult because they keep their Christmas
They
lights
need a way
on.
to sell them burritos and tacos and make things look festive.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but yeah, basically it was probably an insult. Yeah, there's a lot of Christmas traditions people are talking about, like with food and down in Brazil. Oh my gosh, I can only imagine, Timon Flip, the awesome food you all bring up for your Christmas feasts. George Lucas is here. Wow, thank you. I told you, Miss Martin Muses has a lot of high profile supporters. He likes butter.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. A Soul Assassin said I put a mousetrap out for Santa. Oh my gosh. Holy moly.
You must have a really small Santa.
Well, or he's trying to catch. Never mind.
Now, Steve, do you have in Norway a tradition like where there's some trolls that come around at Christmas time, but they're not nice? Because there was some lady in Iceland that was telling me that that's what they do. There's these like bad trolls and bad fairies and gnomes and things, and you got to be good or else they're going to come and eat you.
Hey.
You mean tourists? I don't know.
I think you would remember if you were told you were going to get eaten if you were a bad boy.
Yeah, I was never a bad boy, so it didn't apply to me.
Oh, yeah, don't you see the halo on his head? Don't you see the halo?
Right.
All right. Oh boy. Oh yeah, homemade tamales. Yeah, tamales is also big around where I live.
Mhm.
You get tamales at Christmas. Oof. Yeah, loads of fun stuff. Maybe we'll do something where we'll share our traditional Christmas things that we do.
We have steamed lamb. We call it stick meat. You basically put pieces of wood in the pot and steam the lamb's meat on top of it. It leaves a taste of sorts, so it's unique. We have that.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Hmm.
And Dan Black.
Alternatively, we have ribs.
Oh,
So
okay then. Dan Blackward said Belschnickel. I'm not sure. Yeah, and into Riverdale we have tamales every year too. Yeah, I think that depends on what part of the country you live in. Of course, in Ireland they would do things like mince pies and fruit cake and a lot of marzipan and
marzipan is big in Norway. Um, I I kind of I've never really liked it, but I ate it anyway because it was sugary when I was when I was a
yeah.
kid.
Oh gosh, Steve cooks his food with fireworks out by the lake.
Not far off actually. I blew up a fish once.
Oh my gosh.
It was already dead, by the way.
Hmm.
Well, okay.
Just
Well, that's good. Yeah. See, Jacob Iron Hound is saying venison steak or burger from Rudolph sounds good.
yeah,
Wow.
venison steak. Yeah.
Yeah, 12 grapes for luck. Oh, I don't know anything about that. That sounds good.
Hmm.
And Christmas trifle. Oh yeah, Christmas trifle and full of alcohol. Yes. Yes. But I always loved having Christmas crackers. We still have Christmas crackers. My folks always make sure that they get them. I don't know where they get them from, but we have them around and wear the little crowns on our head.
Oh.
Oh gosh, I'll tell you, you are making me hungry for Brazilian food, Timon. Chocolate chip panettone. I probably really butchered that pronunciation. My apologies.
Panettone.
Panettone. Okay. I still probably butchered the pronunciation because,
I probably did too.
yeah, I'm at pronunciation of Spanish, let alone
Norwegian.
Portuguese. Well, I know how you feel about my Norwegian. Somebody's judgmental. But Portuguese too. Yeah. Wait, that sounded really kind of harsh. I'm sorry. That was not in the Christmas spirit. My sorries. Alrighty. Well, we're gonna start winding up this party. So
Winding down, I think.
Wait, what? Wait, did I say winding up?
Yes.
Mhm.
You said winding up. You're like, okay, now Miss Martin's going to go 24-hour stream, folks.
Oh my gosh. Well, maybe I will do something crazy. No, I will not. Well, actually, it doesn't matter because I'm never on screen, so you wouldn't actually know if I were there. I just say, "Oh, I was sleeping at this part."
Yeah, but what if you forget to turn off your mic and you start snoring?
Oh well, no.
I have seen that happen on streams before.
Yes.
Yes, not with
And this-
me.
I will.
No.
That's where she accidentally turns her camera on, and we get to see her for the first time, like asleep on her pillow, going.
No. I actually have a special cover also over my camera because they're all spying on us. Okay, Dan Blackway. Schnickel is an evil Santa thing. Oh gosh, yes. Teresa, Soul Assassin says, Teresa, every New Year's my fam would do the spoon of black-eyed peas and 12 grapes for Latin traditions. Ah, well, there you go. There you go. And apparently the evil Santa elf thing is German, I think. Yes, yeah, they have a lot of scary things. Tommy says, have I been? No, I have not. I have not. I do not. Which, yes, sorry if it makes me a little dull, but I'm okay being dull that way. Thanks. Shane Nolan saying happy. Thanks, Matt, Steeg, Alora, Princess Rennie, and Teresa. Merry Christmas, happy holidays.
Aw.
The same to you.
And
Thank
if
you,
so, why aren't
Shane.
you sharing? The only thing I'm drinking right now is coffee, and actually, it's the kind of coffee Steeg would hate. Is gingerbread coffee with cream. And so Teresa is a silhouette with curly hair. Yeah, actually, that is my silhouette. It was the artist who did that. I gave he has seen me in real life, and he used that as a silhouette. I do have curly hair. Oh my gosh. Teresa, Rennie, Steeg, Wilkins, and OG do a 24-hour EFAPing the evil Christmas Carol film.
Oh no.
Imagine evil Trollocs running through your town. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, let's go ahead. Princess Rennie, can you tell us where we can find you?
Typically on Mr. Brown Alliance on Saturdays. These next coming up Saturdays, I don't think we're going to be on 100% due to being holidays, so stay tuned. And then when we do Lord of the Rings here on Ms. Martin Muses, which is always fun talking about books. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. Wilkins, can you tell us where we can find you? Yeah, the child has a drink. Okay, let's do this.
You can find me babysitting 2 girls all this week. Come here. This is, oh my goodness, it's chocolate milk time before bedtime. Bedtime was 10 minutes ago, but unfortunately they remembered that I told them I could have chocolate milk. Yep, chocolate milk. So you can find me on my channel where I'm just posting Star Wars books, reviews, and going through my top 100 board games.
Excellent. Yes, please, everyone subscribe to Matt Wilkins and do all that. Yeah, and the mods have been doing great putting people's links in the chat.
Say, okay, tell them Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you.
Say, bah humbug, Steeg.
Oh.
Aww.
Worst parenting ever.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Okay. Steve, tell us where we can find you.
Well, certainly not at Wilkins's place, but yeah, probably nowhere this next week. You know, because Christmas. But on Alora's channel for the coffee chat where we talk about old Star Wars comics, and then on your channel where we talk about the Lord of the Rings, and sometimes we talk about Christmas movies too.
Yeah.
Oh, and on Jade Shadow, which is Mora's channel, we do the Cringe Factory, which I named that show and forgot about it for 6 months.
I was gonna say he forgot he named it.
Yeah, and where we talk about stuff that's cringe in pop culture in the week that passed, and we do 3 topics, and coming up with just 3 topics is very difficult these days because there's a lot of cringe.
And there's a lot of cringe in this world.
Yes. Other than that, no, not that much. Just waiting for Christmas dinner, really.
Yay! Well, and you, of course, can find me, Miss Martin Muses, here at Miss Martin Muses on YouTube. Thank you, everyone who got me to 550 today. I did pass that landmark. Let's, I don't know, maybe keep this party moving. Let's keep this party moving. I do enjoy having everyone here. I do enjoy these streams. We have the double pick. That's usually what we do on Monday nights. We have the 2 towers where we are,
which I also named.
Yes, you did name that.
Yes. I remember that one.
Yes, he names all my streams. He also named the triple review as well. That's a little bit on hiatus.
Really?
Until probably after Christmas.
I didn't name that one.
Yes, you did.
Really?
Yes, because I was saying like the 3 movies or blah blah, and then yeah. Okay, you don't remember. He never remembers, but that's okay because I'm more than happy to take his titles and don't give him credit.
Yes,
but
you can have them as a Christmas present.
Oh, well, that's very sweet of you. So yes, we have the triple review might be returning after Christmas. We don't know because they're tearing down their house and rebuilding it themselves. It's very exciting. Very exciting. Also, you will see me on the first Thursday with My Nerdy Home and Biggles Mets, where we are going through Once Upon a Time, and myself, Steeg, and Lady Gravemaster we're putting together a new show. You will hear more about it. Stay tuned to all 3 of us.
Which I named.
Yes, you did name. See, I told you he names all my streams. Yeah, we we haven't yet come public with the title, but I think it's going to be
It must be really filthy if Stig named it.
No, it isn't. It's very, very classy.
Yeah, because we're ladies.
Stig's
Me and
Cabaret.
no, me and Lady Gravemaster are ladies. I try to be a lady, but the more I YouTube, the less and less ladylike I get. Okay, I think I got all the different comments. I try. Yeah, Two Towers because of Christmas and then New Year's, aka Mary Mother of God. We will not be streaming until January the 7th, I think. Whatever 7 days after New Year's Day is, we will be returning with the Two Towers. We will be finishing it and then moving on to the Return of the King. And you might see some occasional videos from my cats and some of my crochet projects. My latest one has been making the rounds on Twitter. So, everybody, I want to thank everyone. Please, a special thanks to my guests. Thank you, Socially Late Matt and Steve Kenobi and Princess Rennie. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Shane Nolan, Hound 3000, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, Anti-Derivative Jill, Jacob, Ancient One. Thank you, my mods, Keck. Thank you, Dan Blackroyd, Soul Assassin. I'm hoping I'm getting everyone. I think we nuked one troll thing, and so thank you, mods, for catching that. Timon Flip, thank you for being here, and thank you, OG and Lady Toriel. And if I did miss anyone, it is certainly not intentional. Just so many came. Oh, hello, OBDG7 0. Darn it, you did get here late, but don't worry, please watch on the rerun and share in your comments all of your double and triple picks, rather double picks. Oh my gosh, I'm getting tired. So have a great evening, everyone. Have a great evening, and be certain not to leave out a bear trap for Rudolph. That's just not cool.